y'all, it's Whitney here, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, then welcome, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. Hopefully by the end of this video, if you haven't already, you'll click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a video. It's been a minute since I uploaded a video here on YouTube, but I do try to post more consistently on my TikTok, so I will leave the link down in the description box below, and I'll also leave my name here on the screen. So if you'd like to see more consistent content from me, then come on over to TikTok and follow me there. As you can see from the title of this video, we are doing a long overdue updated review, and this video was requested by Erica Amador. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your last name, but I will pop her comment here on the screen. She asked if I would do an updated review to my original Scentbox video, so that is what we're going to do today. So if you're like Erica and you want to hear my thoughts on Scentbox 4 years later, then just keep on watching. First things first, let me get this out the way. This video is not sponsored yet, but I'm saying no, Scentbox. This is like the second video that I've done, and the first one got like a pretty good amount of attention. So, I mean, sponsor your girl, maybe an affiliate or something. I'm just saying. So if you did not see the original video where I compared Scentbird and Scentbox, I will leave that in the description box below, and I will also try to link it here in the video on the screen so that y'all can check that video out and hear my original thoughts on Scentbox. If you're not familiar with Scentbox, it is a monthly subscription service that allows you to try fragrances before you commit to a full-size bottle. This is what it looks like. This is just one of the vials here. As you can see, it does have the name on it. Just twist it up and you pull it out, and that's what the fragrance looks like. This one is Jimmy Choo's I Want You. They have the name on the bottom. So yeah, that's what it looks like. This is meant to be around a 30-day supply, but that does vary depending on how much you spray, like how much you spray, how often you use it, but it's meant to be around a 30-day supply. So each one of these vials is about 8 milliliters of juice, and just for comparison purposes, typical travel size fragrances are around 10 milliliters. So if you were to get like the travel spray or like the roller balls, even, I think they come in about 10 milliliters. So this is pretty close. This is 8 milliliters. So you get just a tad bit less than you would in a travel size spray. Since my original video, I think the biggest thing that has changed is probably the price, and like everything else in the world nowadays, the price has increased slightly, but with the price increase, they have also added different options so that you can better build a plan that is better suited to your individual budget. So now you do have the option to choose between 1 and 3 fragrances per month, and with the 1 to 3 fragrances, you also can pick from different categories. So the first tier or the first category is the standard category, and you get a typical designer fragrance, and with that tier you get to choose from over 600 fragrances, and that one is $16.95 a month, a slight increase from the $14.95 that it was originally 4 years ago. The next tier that you can choose from is the premium tier, and in addition to the 600 with the standard tier, you get to choose from an additional 250 fragrances, and these will be more of your like higher end designers and like your lower end niche fragrances, and that price is $21.95 a month. The final tier that you can choose from is the platinum tier, and that's like your exclusive niche fragrances, like your top dog, your big daddy fragrances. And in addition to all the fragrances that you can choose from the first 2 tiers, you get to choose from an additional 150 platinum fragrances in the platinum tier, and that price is $30.95 per month. And if you choose to get 2 or 3 fragrances per month, then the price will vary depending on the number and the tier. So one of Erica's questions is, do I still have a Scentbox membership? And as of today that I'm recording this video, October 1st, 2023, I do still have a current Scentbox subscription. Since that original video, my collection, and not just my Scentbox collection, but my fragrance collection as a whole, has like quadrupled since then. I will insert a clip of my updated Scentbox collection, because then I think I may have had like 40 something, and y'all, I'm embarrassed to say how many I have now, but I will insert the clip so that y'all can see how I store it and y'all can see my current collection. So this is my current Scentbox collection. As you can see, I have accumulated quite a lot of fragrances, and I just bought this little cart here from Amazon. I actually have another one that has my Bath and Body Works stuff on it, but yeah, this is how I store my Scentbox fragrances. And as you can see, I do store them upside down so that I can easily see the names, so that when I do want to choose one, it's easy for me to see. And storing them like this, I haven't had any issues. I haven't had any leaking or anything. So yes, that is what they look like. I also have some in this little thing here, and these are duplicates. So if it's a fragrance that I really like, but I don't like it enough to purchase a full-size bottle, I might get one or two or maybe even three of the scent boxes, and then that will last me, and I won't have to splurge for a full-size bottle. I'd rather just splurge and get these. So yeah, that is my current collection. I do not know. Well, I have a running list of how many I have, but I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, that's them. And I do have some more that I have already combined and I've put in different bottles. Just if it's one that I've had several of, I'll just combine it so I can put them all together. So it's just easier to keep straight. Oops, my bad. I'll pick them up later. But yeah, that is my current collection. Now, I know somebody's going to ask, how do you have so many? And just for 100% transparency, from the original video, I did have tons of people sign up using my referral link. And when they signed up, I did receive a free fragrance, and they also received a free fragrance. So if you would like to try Scentbox out and you want to use my referral link and receive a free fragrance, and I'll receive one as well, that will be down in the description box. The option is there. You definitely don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it's there. And also, once you sign up, you'll get your own referral link, and you can share that with your friends and family. And then when they sign up, you'll get your fragrance, they'll get theirs, and so on and so forth. So as of right now, would I still recommend Scentbox? And I would. Even if I didn't have like voucher codes and all of that, I would still keep my subscription, because I like the fact that it allows me to try fragrances out without having to commit to a full-size bottle. And in that 4 years, I have skipped months, I have paused it all together. But as of right now, I do have a current membership. And the membership that I have is just the basic standard one fragrance per month from the standard category. So who would I recommend to try out Scentbox? I would recommend to anybody who's just getting into fragrances. If you don't know what type of fragrances you like, if you don't know what type of notes you like, then I think Scentbox is a great option to kind of test the waters, that you can kind of like, let me see if I like, gourmands, or do I like florals or citrusy fragrances. This will let you try them out without having to commit to a full-size bottle. Scentbox is also a good option for somebody like me who has a very large collection, and you get to the point in your fragrance journey or fragrance collection that you realize that all fragrances don't deserve a full-size bottle. Some fragrances are nice and you do want to wear them, but you don't necessarily need a full-size bottle, and you could actually do just fine with like a small size like this and still not get through it for a long time. One con I would say to Scentbox is that some of the better options, you do have to pay more, but honestly, with over 600 options in the standard category, you do have a very wide range, especially if you're just getting into fragrances. Now, if you're somebody who's been into fragrances and you have tons of fragrances in your collection, and you kind of have tried all the maybe designer fragrances that you wanted to try, then you might have to start paying a little bit more to get the niche fragrances like the Baccarat Rouge 540s, that's in the platinum, like some of the Zerjovs. Those higher end niche fragrances, you will have to pay more. But if you are still, testing out designer fragrances, or you're trying to test out the lower end niche fragrances, then you can stick to the standard and the premium tiers and you'll be fine. How long do I plan on keeping Scentbox? I plan to keep it as long as I can. As long as there's some new things that I have not tried yet, then I will keep my subscription. As of right now, I think I'm about to pause it for a little while, just because, as y'all saw, I have tons of fragrances I need to try to get through. And I also have tons of full size bottles that I need to get through. So as of right now, after this month, I'll probably pause it. You can pause it at 3 months at a time. So I'll probably pause it or either just skip it. Sometimes I don't like to pause it completely, because then if something shows up that's new and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to try that, I don't have to go through the whole email process of trying to get it unpaused. So I may skip it first, and then if I'm not seeing anything, then I will pause it. So that's another kind of a con. It's not really a con, but in order to pause your subscription, you do kind of have to, you do it through the website, but it sends an email, and all you have to do is say, hey, I want to pause it, and then they will pause it. But to unpause it, you have to send another email in for them to unpause the subscription if you choose to unpause it before the 3, 6, or 9 month option. So for me, I have had to do that before, where I've paused it and then like in month 2, something new has shown up and I was like, oh, I want to try that. But I'm paused and I have to email them to unpause it. It's not too big of a hassle, but that's something that is worth mentioning. So, all in all, 4 years later, I would still recommend Scentbox. I have dabbled back into Scentbird, but to me, just being completely honest, I feel like Scentbox has the better options. Scentbird does have some of the higher end options that I do want to try, and I'm contemplating whether or not I want to resubscribe to that just to get those fragrances. They have Amouage Guidance, which is one that everybody's talking about. Scentbox does not have it, but Scentbird does. But that's honestly one of the only ones that they have that I'm like, okay, well, I may resubscribe just to try that one and then cancel my subscription again. But as a whole, I feel like Scentbox has better choices. So if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. If you have any video requests, then feel free to leave that below as well. Thank you again to Erica for requesting this video. I hope that this helped you. If it did, make sure you come back and let me know. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It will really help my channel start to grow, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.